Hey everyone, well it's the next day and here's the cuttings that I made up and potted up from the last lemon cypress tree. Hopefully they'll make it. So now we have those ones. And we have this tray of cuttings. So we'll see how many make it, and we'll have more yet from our last tree here that we're going to prune up. I'm kind of expecting maybe 3 more like this here. So this will be the most cuttings that I've tried starting at one time. We'll see how they go. Luckily we could still have some warm weather over this next month, which will help them get a good start with some bright light outside. And if I can get them to root, it'll put them in a good position for the winter time. Here's our Guria, all out in bloom here. And we got a bumblebee in here. Well, back over here on the bench, we've got our last lemon cypress to work on. Got our first 2 done back there. And here's our cutting from last year. I think I may just let this one grow over the winter as is. The only thing I may do is just give it a light pruning just before I bring it inside in the fall. We'll see at that time. However, let's take this inside here, and we'll start working on it. Our third and last one. Okay, well, once again we're in here on the bench. My neighbors decided to take on a project this last part of the summer. Maybe he's on vacation and it's the best time he can do it, I don't know. So, go to figure. It seems to be when I got the most time right now to work on my tree, so that's okay. So, good thing I cleared up my bench and I can do some work in here. Well, this one's actually not going to take very long. I've got different plans for this tree. Today, we're going to be taking some drastic measures. So if we come down near the bottom, this is one of the smaller of the 3. Well, actually it is the smallest. So this likely was the smallest cutting that I had that lived, and I believe this one was very, very small. I'm very surprised that it ended up living, because it looked like it was just going to wither away. That was about 3 years ago now, but I'm sure this would probably be the one. So what we're going to do, I figure if it made it through that, it could probably make it through what I'm about to do to it now. We've got one trunk coming up here, our main trunk, and then right off the bat we have another branch coming off of here, which is, you know, quickly becoming another trunk here. And I think what we're going to do is we're going to take it way back, and we're going to go with a new leader here. So start building taper in the trunk. So that's what we're going to do. So there's not going to be a whole lot of work with this tree, not quite as much as the other ones. So let's just come in here and we'll take it off right there. That's quite a bit. Oh, I didn't maybe make it quite way through the back part here. There we go. Timber. There we are. Now once again, I'm going to get, we'll get a couple cuttings out of this. Alright, well, what we'll do is come in behind here, and I'm just going to totally remove this branch on the back. This grows branches so readily everywhere, I'm not worried about starting some new branches in the future. So now as far as this goes, we'll just we're going to come in here and start at the top and just bring everything all back. This is going to be our leader up here, so we can just kind of work down from there. Come back here. I think we'll leave that on there, I guess. Actually, we'll bring that away back to this lower one here. We'll get rid of that thicker one because we got a smaller one, younger one starting up there. Now if we turn this, we can see some more branches we can prune back over here. I'm just coming in here and thinning things out, taking branches out that don't need to be there. Once again, just cutting off the vertical stuff growing straight up. Alright, we'll come back to the back here again. Just taking some vertical growth off the tops, or the branches that are growing on the tops. This one here, I'm going to do the same thing as I did with the other trees. I'm just going to take that off, or way back, however you want to put it, and we'll just continue out here. And we'll just bring that back a little bit. This one here is really long. We're going to bring it back to here. Cut this vertical stuff off. And we'll just continue growing out some new branching off of this one here. Just for now at least. At the back here, I'm just going to cut this vertical piece off. Same with here where it's curling up. Now I've got the branch coming out and it's going to continue growing out. Yeah, there's some pictures. You know, I've Googled some of the cypresses out on the California coast, and that's there's some real wild ones out there, and that's kind of the look that I'm going for with these trees. I probably should have mentioned that, and I should actually post a picture, a couple of pictures. At some point with these trees. And I should look at doing that in the future, I guess. It'll give you guys a better picture about, you know, how I want to style these trees. Just going to come in here and take that top out of there, so it just kind of, we thin things out, but yet continue growing our branch. Okay, now we're just going to remove some of the dead stuff in here. And that's pretty much it. We're really not going to do much more than that. Yeah, except continue growing it. There we go. Yeah, pretty sparse looking. Anyways. Yeah, so we're going to continue growing it, and that should kind of straighten out itself. We'll start getting some taper in the trunk here, and just keep growing things. And we'll just allow that to grow over the winter season and probably all next summer without touching it. And we'll be looking at it in about a year again for now. So stay tuned. Anyways, okay. So that's it. That's it for the lemon cypress. There's another little cutting out there. It's not really a cutting anymore. It's from a year ago, but it's really grown. Basically it's just like a small little tree now, so like a little bush. So I may prune that back a little bit further before we take it in this fall. I think I mentioned that. So we'll take a look at it later on in the season, maybe towards the middle of September. So maybe in a couple to a few weeks. We'll see if we'll take that back a little bit before we take it inside. Okay, anyways. Okay, well, here we are. We've got all three of them back on the bench now. ready to grow some more. Hopefully they'll come back decently. And these guys basically make our newest addition here look quite large. Well, I got a feeling that I might decide to take this back a little bit more before we bring it in for the winter. We'll see. So here we are. Here's a new tub of cuttings, and this is from our third tree now. So we ended up getting one fairly hefty one there, and just some smaller ones I planted around the perimeter of the large one here. So hopefully they'll make it also. So we've got a fair amount of cuttings. Well, I'll keep you guys updated on the cuttings here. Well, that's our third and last one, and we'll see what we move on to next. We'll get another one this afternoon or tomorrow. However, that's it for now. Take care, and have a great day or a good night wherever you are. Bye for now.